On Saturday, that final whistle could not come soon enough with UNC pulling away late from NC Central, winning by a score of 45-10 with a final score that doesn't really do justice to what I thought I saw, and I left that game with major concerns for this Carolina team on the offensive side of the ball. I have said since he came back, where there's smoke, there was fire with Jacoby Criswell. He didn't come back to simply get a degree from Carolina. He came back because he looked at what UNC had in its quarterback room and said, I know I can win that job. When he transferred back from Arkansas, he missed the spring practice window, and as a result, it put him behind in learning the offense, which is why he entered training camp third on the depth chart. For Criswell, this was a matter of when he would get a chance this season, not if, because even before Max Johnson's injury, he didn't necessarily inspire confidence at the quarterback position. And for the first two games, it's felt like Carolina has tried its best to hide its quarterbacks with a game manager mentality. Going from a quarterback in Drake May that led the country in big-time throws to 0 big-time throws through 3 games has been a smack in the face, causing it to be a tough offense to watch for large portions of games. I think the bigger issue is how flawed this UNC quarterback room was to get to this point where if Criswell is going to be the starter, I've seen 3 quarterbacks now, and my opinion is the ceiling for the position seems to be league average at best. Criswell offers significantly more upside as a passer in comparison to Connor Harrell, who almost looks intimidated by a lack of pocket presence. With the coaching staff, the hope with Harrell was that he could bring more of a dual threat option, but that hasn't transpired onto the field. He looks lost and like the game is moving way too fast to even process what he's seeing when he's dropping back. Not to mention, the receivers for this Carolina team aren't helping out anybody create separation, translating to tighter windows to throw into. Of the 13 offensive players that played 20 or more snaps for UNC against NC Central, the 3 that graded out the worst were UNC's starting 3 receivers, according to Pro Football Focus. Carolina didn't address receivers in the transfer portal, and that's looking like a big miss at the moment. Players that played well last year or players the team expected to make a jump in 2024 haven't so far. And outside of Tez Walker, Drake May made average receivers look great at times, and they're playing a lot closer to that average level you'd expect from them when you remove the crutch of a franchise caliber quarterback running the show. All that to say, 3-0 is still 3-0, and UNC has the best running back or one of the best running backs in the country, but I have a hard time seeing how this is a 500 team in conference play with where UNC is currently at and how I'd project the team to look once the schedule picks up.